They know how we ride. Gang, gang, squad, squad.
Y'all, my name is Courtney, and as some of y'all already know, I'm trying to start this whole YouTube thing. Yeah, so watch my video and tell me how you think. Before y'all watch this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my page, Courtney Davis. If you haven't already, feel free to follow me on Instagram at honeyc_23. Add me on Snapchat at honeyc23. Before I get started today, I kind of just want to introduce myself for those who don't already know me. My name is Courtney, last name Davis. But I'm an 18-year-old student at Mills College in Oakland, California. Yeah, go Cyclos. I do for fun. I play basketball. I'm an aspiring model. I've modeled for 2 clothing companies so far, Coco and Bella. Go check them out, ladies. I write poetry. I've been writing little stories and poetry since I was a little kid, so the shit comes easy to me. Also, I sing. I've been in choir for like 5 years, but I kind of took a break this year just because to see if it's really something I want to do. But one of the biggest things that make me who I am is I'm a student. If you haven't heard me earlier, I go to Mills College in Oakland, California. It's an all-women's school. So basically, I actually didn't even know Mills was a thing. And then my grandma actually made me apply. School has been life-changing, and it's been weird, it has been annoying, it has been fun, it has been hard, challenging. Mills because I really wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and the only way to grow as an individual is getting out of that comfort zone and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's it about me, but if you guys have any more questions or would like to know anything else, you can always comment them below. So yesterday after dinner, I kind of had to just take a break with my girls, because you know the school year is coming to an end, and I won't be in Oakland for 4 months, so I'm trying to turn up. But anyways, back to what we were talking about yesterday. So during this first video, I really wanted to show y'all who I really am and what makes me me. So during this first video, we're going to begin. Me into shoes. Basically, when I was younger, I had nothing but DCs and like hand-me-down Skechers, and I used to always get made fun of. So basically, in middle school, I told myself, you're not ever going to get bullied again for your shoes. So basically, now I have a really bad obsession with shoes. Yeah, and I actually don't have any more room in my closet for any more shoes, so I need to like chill. But Dad, when you pick me up for school, be ready to have a trunk full of sneakers. So I bought the new Shadow 10s. Most sneakerheads should know what that is. They just dropped. So here they are. Shoelace. Gotta tuck that buddy up in there. So here they. If I'm being honest, one of the biggest reasons why I even like 10s is the bottom, and then there's always like a dope ass color. The biggest things that I've heard about the Shadow 10s is that they're just an upgraded version of the infrared 10s. And luckily, I actually have the infrared 10, so I can do both. I can, compare the two. I know my infrared 10s I got off Flight Club a few years ago. It was a gift from my uncle. Shout out to you. But I really like these shoes because they fit to your foot. Like the 10s because the bottom of the tongue. So half of it is leather and the other half is made out of fly knit material. So this part is just suede, and then all of this bottom half that makes it easier to pull out the tongue is made out of fly knit material, which makes it easier to put on the foot. I think the only complaint I even have about 10s is that most of the times, at least with my infrared 10s, when I walk in them, they make like a weird like squeaky noise. I mean, it's okay because they look cool, and they feel good, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying when you're walking through a quiet hall and you hear nothing but like your shoes squeaking. The difference for me between the infrared 10s and the Shadow 10s is that this material is made out of a different suede than the Shadow 10s. With the Shadow 10s, if you move this, it changes colors. See this? But this is made out of real suede material, which I like. And then also, this part is leather, Most of it is leather, and the tongue is also suede, which is cute. Anybody who has chubby feet or wide feet like I do, the 10s are a great shoe for you because they look narrow and they, in quotes, run narrow, but in actuality, the laces are very easy to loosen and tighten back up when they're on the foot. And it's not uncomfortable when you tighten your shoes, and it doesn't look like a fool. That also stood out to me about the Shadow 10s is that the laces are much thicker than my infrared 10s, which I actually think is kind of cool because it makes me feel like I don't know, I just like it. I like the thick lace. If y'all actually looking to buy the shoe, I do highly recommend it because the shoe, number one, just dropped. It's one of the hottest shoes out right now. For kids, I believe it's $130 in my size. I'm a 6 in kids. And then men's, I'm pretty sure it's $175. Yeah. By doing this first video, I definitely know that YouTubing is harder than what I thought it was. Before you go buy your shadows, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Maybe share it on your IG page or just shout me out somewhere. I'm trying to get this thing bumping. Let's go.
Where the ghetto bitches at? Quisha and Saida. She dancing for them dollars cause she don't know no better. She from the hood, so she know how to throw it back better.
I actually just bought the Shadow 10s. I went to Shoe Palace. I spent like 2 hours in Shoe Palace actually because the worker was arguing with their manager about some 6s that I wanted because they were scuffed. We'll get into that later, but this is Yasmin.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not gonna be on camera.
This is Jackie Valle.
Hi guys.
Jane is currently outside
Hi.
talking to somebody.
She's talking to her brother.
Yeah. Well, this is the gang.
I don't
bro.
like this.
This is the gang. She doesn't like it.
Like, I feel like
I do. Depends because of the bottom of the tongue. It's made out of fly knit material, which helps it. Pause this video and we're gonna go take a dinner break up to Founders Commons. For any of y'all who look into meals, I advise you get a doctor's note and opt out of the meal plan, or get the 12 meal plan and get $500 each shop.
That's hella expensive. You might as well opt out of the meal plan and then just
pay-
use those
No.
$6,000.
Tip number 11. Tip number.